Hey, greetings everybody. Keith here. Hoping everybody's having a good day, enjoying life, living life, loving life. Going through the Waterloo City Police parking to do an audit, and I'm just doing a visual audit right now, um, checking to see if they've got their plates updated on their private vehicles, as well as make sure there aren't any laptops open in the vehicles, the police squads. We've got one over there, unmarked. Um, let's check it out. We've got unmarked. It says reserved parking. I don't see a number on it. They do have a Blackhawk County city plate, 501088. But as you can see, it's totally blacked out, and they have a laptop open. I don't know if you can see it from there. I'm not going to get up in their faces. I'm not doing this to join the auditor community. I'm just doing this as an informational thing, um, to help people understand what the auditing is about, as well as to be a intermediary between the auditors and the public officials. So we've got February, March, April, May. We got, there's January next year. We'll check them out. So far, I've only been down on this end of the lot for, that one's October, and that's last year, the October last year. So there's one that's out of date. I don't see any laptops up over there. Greetings, tribe. They do have some pretty nice vehicles out here, that's for sure. I got into a conversation with my companion last night in regards to the income that these people make. And I had to inform her there's one September. So that's out of date. The ones for this year are supposed to be green, like that one. But when it comes to the income brackets, we look at the budget down here at the local police department. A lot of these police officers are making $100,000 to $175,000 a year, and I told my companion that's 2 to 3 times what she makes. If there's one, March. This is April. And so she had a little bit of an issue with that. Not that it hurt her feelings, but she couldn't believe it. She didn't realize that herself, as a public education teacher, that there are people in this community known as police officers that could make that much more money than she did, because, you know, of course, everybody thinks they're important in the community, no matter what they're doing. So the police officers think they're the most important. Teachers think they're the most important. The city garbage crew, of course, they think they're most important. All these people get very high-paid jobs, and it's kind of ridiculous that those jobs, like I've been explaining, it looks like the parking lot, other than those few, I don't know why we've got so many, but there were at least 3 there. But these people that work under these city contracts and stuff, like I've been talking about with the surety bonds and how this trust of public service works, they're already qualified for the contract, and that surety bond ensures the completion and the payment. So they're going to get paid no matter what. What it comes down to is the various different citations and city ordinances, county ordinances that they um, give citations out to the local people of the community, not just businesses, but the local people of the community. So when you live a place that you call a residence, um, that's a business term. So they're going to apply all of the business contracts under their city bonds and county bonds and stuff for those zoning ordinances, which is pertinent to the zoning improvement plan, according to which zip code it's in, which is a postal jurisdiction. So everything that's posted, even the license plates, even that little tag on the license plates, that little tag is a tax stamp. It indicates that the tax was paid. And it's a 1-year contract that rolls over again, just like the surety bonds that we spoke of yesterday and the day before. You can get, you can make an investment for a 1-year bond, a 10-year bond, or a more than 10-year bond. Well, these are 1-year bonds. That's all they are. It's a bond classification. And you can tell the bond is covering a contract because it's required to have a bond. That's what the bond is for. Otherwise, if you recognize yourself as the true owner and you're the creditor under the nation, then what you do is you learn how to issue a letter of credit. So that's what I'm doing now, is in this process, trying to mediate between the auditors and the local community officials and supposed authorities and executives. That my place in it is I've been in and out of the ringer many times, and it's been a hard lesson. They've seen me in these courts very belligerent, fingering them, cussing at them, calling them all kinds of names, communist bastard, and this and that. And that's my own fault. Now that I understand this better, I think it's imperative, again, that you recognize that the true benefit in anything is knowledge. And that's what I've come through with my research, is that's the primary benefit that we need to start implementing in everything we do. So when we get involved in our community, we first have to understand how these contracts and stuff work. And that's why I say it's a shame that we have young men and women entering the society after they graduate high school, believing they've been taught what they need to live in society, when in fact they've been taught everything but what they need to know as to how it runs. And that's pathetic. Again, a sign of a very weak nation. So again, my purpose here, going before the city council, is going to start here in about 20 minutes for the community comments. And I got my meeting with the mayor, and then I went over to talk to the DA. I didn't get to speak to the DA, but I did speak to the district attorney assistant, as well as some other people that were in the office. It kind of had to go up the line. Started out the gal at the window. She got somebody else. She got somebody else. And so we got an appointment with the DA because they didn't want to talk to me about my companion's case. So we set up an appointment with the DA so we can go through that. But in the meantime, when we were talking to the assistant DA, he tried telling us, first of all, that he had heard plenty from me. And that just kind of helped me double down on going to these city council meetings, because you're not done hearing from me. You just started hearing from me. And like I said, at the first city council meeting I went to, I don't care if it hurts you. That's not my intent. It's time to be full-grown boys and girls and understand it's time to act like it. It's time to do more than just your job. There's something more important. It's called a moral ethic. And when you think that you don't have to stand up to a moral ethic to the very people that allowed you to have that position in office as a district attorney's assistant, which is the federal government, you say you don't have to deal with the federal government, you don't have anything to do with the federal government, you are lost. You will hear from me until you are out of that office. You are not good for any community. When you start posing that, you don't have to stand up to the very authority that gave you your existence. That sounds to me just like a heathen. So anyway, I'll be going into the city council meeting here in a little bit, and I'll set up another stream, and I'll see you guys then. In the meantime, thanks for your support, and keep doing what you do as well. That's called learning. When we stop learning, we start dying. So remember that. And remember, folks, I love you, but I don't give a rat's ass whether you love me back or not. And I say, I don't care if you hate me, I don't care if you don't respect me. That's on you. So may God bless you, and have a good night. Bye now.